I just know Jesus is the way. I just know Jesus is the truth. I just know Jesus is the life. I just know Jesus is my God.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? As you can probably tell from the start of this video, this is not going to be a Dallas Cowboy video. I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys in this one. What I want to do, I mentioned on some of the replies or whatnot on my last video that I was going to talk about some things that's been going on with me and some changes. Pretty much evident with the beginning of this. Anybody that's known me for any length of time, probably none of you guys on here, with the exception of maybe Shango, has known me for very long, knows that I've always attempted to be a religious person, a Christian, and a follower of Christ. Me and Mosh have had some discussions, believe it or not. We've had some pretty good discussions. But anyways, I've been a Christian, gosh, probably since I think I got saved when I was 13 or 14 years old. Been in church, in and out, church for like I said, since about 13 or 14. But in reality, it wasn't up until I'd say 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, that I actually had what I would call, the only way I can explain it, is a life-changing event. Actually, it probably goes back even further than 4 months ago when I had thought I was having some health problems. I thought I was sitting at work, and I literally thought I had a heart attack, or was having a heart attack. Without going into too much depth of exactly what happened, I was able to get the phone and get paramedics down there to check me out. My blood pressure was fine, everything was fine, heart rate was fine. They didn't know what it was, so of course they didn't do anything. I started feeling better, and I go to my doctor, and again, I do have high blood pressure because I'm overweight. I haven't always been as big as I am now. That's a different story on getting hurt at work and just becoming pretty much sedentary, not being able to do a whole lot of things, but that's a story for another time. But anyways, I go to my doctor, and he's checking things out and decides to send me on a whole, because of my health risks, because of my weight, and because of the blood pressure, he decides it's time for me to get a complete blood workup and whatnot. So he does the full blood panel and sends that off, get the results back. My cholesterol's fine, believe it or not. I was in shock. My blood sugar was fine. My thyroid was a little out of whack or whatever, but other than that, everything was fine. So just because of the episode that I had and some ongoing things that was going on, he decided to send me to a cardiologist. They did an EKG. EKG was good. They did an echocardiogram. That came back fine. Heart function was fine. Still to this day, I think probably a little anxiety, some stress with some other personal things that was going on. Again, a different story for a different time. But anyway, so in all that, about the only thing we found that physically, other than, of course, my weight, was I have what's called sleep apnea. I'm sure everybody is familiar with that. I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. I joke with my kids, now I have to sleep with I call it a Darth Vader mask. It's a stupid contraption that goes on your face, and you breathe, and you sound like Darth Vader. There's no other way to explain it. It's kind of a pain in the rear. Okay, said all that to say this. As I said, I've always been considered myself Christian, but that leads up to what I said about 4 months ago. A friend of mine that I met at the church that I started going to back in January, we decided to start our own Bible study, and we'd been going a few times, and God had been dealing with me about some things. And one night at Bible study, just one of the things that we had, it came to me that I've been running, and I think I announced, or whatever you want to call it, that I think that God had been calling me into the ministry of some way. I'm not saying preach. I pray. I don't want to say this because they say don't tell God you're not going to do anything, because that's what He'll have you do. But I don't think it's preaching. I think it's something else. I don't know what it is just yet, but I've definitely not been doing the things that God wanted me to do. And that was the beginning of what I was saying. On the way home, I listen. I always listen to religious music, Christian music. K-Love is the channel that I listen to most of the time. Well, this song came on, and I have heard it numerous times prior to this and not really gave it much thought. But for some reason, that night on the way home, this song came on, and it just touched me. That's all I can. That's the only way I can explain it. And I literally had to pull over to the side of the road and just pray. And I've been dealing with, because of the other things that I was talking about, with just anger, just get mad, yelling and whatnot at my kids, and just snapping. And it just hit me that part of it was that I was running from God, and not doing the things that God wanted me to do. And so anyways, I sat there and I prayed and listened to the song and headed on home. Pulled up the front of the house, and on the way in, God just spoke to me again and said, you need to call your family in and have a little family meeting and tell them what's going on and apologize. So I called Kim, my wife, and the kids in the living room and explained everything, told them what was going on. And of course, I say you could ask them this, which none of you will ever be able to do, but I'm not a real emotional person, and my kids have never seen me cry. I don't even think my wife has seen me cry. Even when my mom died, I don't think I cried. But when I sat there and had to break down and humble myself and apologize for my anger and yelling at them, I completely just broke down in tears, and it was a breakthrough. I think it was that night I really and truly got saved. I surrendered myself to God. And I think I healed some things with my kids, because, like I said, for quite a while I've been very angry. I've got a temper, and since then I've been able to control it. So that's a little bit of a testimony that I wanted to give, and something that I want to do. I want to kind of take a page out of Tech-Centric's book. I'm not going to do politics, but I am going to start making some Christian videos, not music videos. I'm going to take the Bible study that we're doing every Thursday. Once in a while I'm going to get on here. I'm going to take that lesson or that Bible study that we're doing and sit here in front of the computer, sit here in front of the camera, and do it, and go just basically walk through it, give some of the insights that we had during the Bible study. And for those of you who are interested to hear it or care, and I would appreciate it if you listen to it, give your input and your thoughts, in the comments, and have a back and forth on the Bible study, and whatever else I think God might lead me to do with this channel. I'm still going to make the Dallas Cowboy videos, of course. That's my second passion. It used to be my first passion, but that's changed. But that's it. I just wanted to put that out there, kind of give you an update on that, or on what I've been going through, sort of, and what I'm going to do. Like I said, I hope I don't offend anybody with the videos, but as I say, if you don't want to listen to them or don't want to see it, you don't have to watch them. You'll know from the title that it's not a Dallas Cowboy video, so if you don't want to listen to it or want to be involved in it, you don't have to click on it and listen. But I would appreciate it, if some of you did and got involved and had some back and forth with me on it, because it's definitely something I want to do, something I feel led to do, and I hope I can be a blessing in some way to somebody, even if it's just one person that I can touch. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna, at the end of this, I hope I can do it. It may not let me. It may be too big. Matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm coming up on 10 minutes now. I don't think you can go that far. So I'm going to cut it off at this, and on another video that I do, I'm going to add that song that literally changed my life, and it's by an artist named Chris Sly, and the name of the song is Empty Me. If you get a chance and you're so inclined, check it out, take a listen. That's it for now. Take care, everybody, and God bless.